All right, guys, welcome to another episode of the Open Mat Podcast. I am Cody the Sloth Lewis. Next to me is Brad No Hips Bukovics.
What's up?
We are fresh off of Fight to Win 110, fresh off of UFC Fight Night, Cerrone and Iaquinta. What else we got?
We got ADCC coming up, and then that stout.
The style one. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then King of the Mats Quintet's coming up in June. That's gonna be fun.
It should be sick.
So
That'll be really fun.
If this is the first time you're watching, go ahead and like and subscribe on YouTube. Brad told me that he's gonna hurt me if I don't start saying that more often. I don't. Brad is very upset with me that we do not have more subscribers.
We
So
should have more subscribers. I think we gained a few after Fight to Win.
we do have these
So.
cool new T-shirts somewhere.
Yeah.
If you can see it, boom. We're gonna have an order form up for those probably in the next week, so that will be cool. Let's start with. I think we should start with UFC Fight Night
Let's
last
do
night.
that.
That was pretty good. You want to start with the main event?
Yeah. I mean, I was thoroughly entertained from that.
It was a good fight.
Yeah.
I was
think,
sad.
Yeah, I know. Ike went to your boy.
I
but,
love
I want
Raging
Cowboy to
Out.
win. I love Cowboy.
That's a cool thing. Like, I like
both of them.
Yeah, I like them both. They're both entertaining dudes, fun. They all usually have fun fights.
Yeah. I mean, I think Iaquinta is he's a weird matchup for some people, but like he just did not pressure box him enough, obviously.
Yeah, I think that's the difference in that fight. Really, is whoever implements their style wins that fight. So both those guys could be bad matchups for the other guy. It's whoever lets that matchup
He
happen.
let too many leg kicks happen too soon.
Right.
And obviously you want to jump on Cowboy right away usually.
I think that's the biggest way to get into Cowboy. I think we've seen.
You just got to get at him
You
right
got to get
away.
on him early, because if you let him get into a rhythm, he's tough. If he's confident, he's tough.
Yep.
And Al usually has a little bit more pressure boxing. I think he waited a little bit too much, and
I
then
don't know what his strategy was, but it didn't work.
I mean he landed a lot of shots. I mean
He did, but
but-
he wasn't like close enough where he could hurt him with
Yeah.
a lot of those shots.
yeah,
It was like he was landing at the end of his punches, which sounds good, but it was like he was just reaching with them.
yeah, and then usually he's much better with his boxing coming forward. I think,
Yeah.
and I think he waited a little too much, and that really let Cowboy just establish those leg kicks, and then once he established those leg kicks,
Oh
and
man,
it
he
was
chewed his legs up. Hey, how tough is Iaquinta though?
Dude.
Jeez.
dude, he's
He's tough, dude.
he's a beast. I mean,
what
he-
else we have on that? That was awesome fight.
it was fun. I mean, if you haven't
Cowboy,
watched,
I think, obviously won 4 out of the 5 rounds.
yeah, I agree.
mean,
I think it was 4-1,
he tried to kill him in the last.
and he tried to finish
He
it.
tried to finish.
I mean, it
him,
was
yeah.
not like
Al just is tough as shit.
like Cerrone didn't coast to he
Let's
dropped him
hope he gets that
dropped him with that front kick.
McGregor fight so he can get that retirement money. You know what I'm saying?
I
It's a good matchup. It's the best one he's got
I think if
to come back.
if Connor is gonna come back, which with his recent legal troubles, I think he's actually gonna need some more money.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know what. We don't know what it is yet.
He's got some.
They still have not said exactly what it is yet.
There's some stuff out
There's
there.
there's some shit.
So
So
does
he need more? I heard he's making a buttload off that whiskey though.
oh yeah, Proper 12. I guess he's doing pretty good, but still,
I'm sure he's doing well.
I don't think does he have.
if he wants to come back, that's the fight he's got to get. It's the easiest matchup for him.
Yeah,
And it's not an easy matchup. It's just the easiest one.
I think if you look at the top 5 guys, in the lightweight wise, I think Cerrone is probably the best matchup for him. Not to say that's even a good
Because
matchup.
he's a stand-up guy. He's not going to most likely try to wrestle him.
The sad thing is, I think if Cerrone really just wanted to win,
You could just
He-
stand on the outside and leg kick him.
well, he could out wrestle him and take him down and beat him. His
He
jiu-jitsu
might be able to.
his jiu-jitsu
Oh yeah, his jiu-jitsu's
is
legit.
really good. But
legit.
that's not how he fights. He's a really
No,
he's really conscious of being a
aggressive.
crowd
Yeah.
pleaser and being up on his feet. So, but I wouldn't be surprised if they fought and Cerrone ended up in guard and submitted him from guard. I wouldn't be surprised at that at all, to be
Yeah.
honest.
No, like pole guard and even
yeah.
arm or something.
Because I just think if we think about it, like if I'm Connor, which I'm obviously not, but if I was,
Yeah,
I'd have lots of money. That'd be cool, right?
but you don't.
I don't. I have like negative money.
You see
But-
your bank account, it is over withdrawn.
They're like, look, you can't even buy anything that's free. That's how
Yeah.
like if it's free, I can't afford it.
Yeah, exactly. They have to pay you, they take it.
But But if I'm Connor, I'm probably not gonna take a Khabib rematch if I can avoid it, because that's just something you probably can't win.
So he's hard-headed though, man.
That's
and
true.
Khabib already told him he's not taking the rematch. He has to go win something. This will put him up in the rankings right there.
Gaethje
he's a nightmare.
Dude, that's
no Connor could hit him with a touch of death though.
Yeah, I mean
Gaethje's dumb as shit.
I think Cerrone's a better matchup than Gaethje.
Yeah.
Who else would he fight? Ferguson, I think, is a terrible matchup.
Terrible.
But once again, that's Ferguson. That's another fight where Ferguson loves getting hit.
Wild, dude.
Ferguson will totally take a couple shots to see where he's at.
True that.
So any of those fights, but I think Cowboys probably got the best name out of those guys. Like to the casual,
especially now,
to the casual fan.
Yep.
So if he's got the biggest name, I think that's a fight that Connor would take. I think I'd watch that fight. I wouldn't even be mad about it. I think actually, to be honest, I'd be more happy to see him fight Cowboy than to see him get a rematch with Khabib.
Yeah, no, Khabib was just gonna steamroll him again. What else we got on that card?
Derek Brunson won. I think Derek Brunson ran into, what do I do when I don't finish a guy right away?
Take him down.
I mean, he ran out. I think he ran. Did he look like he ran out against you?
I just watched the very end of it. I wasn't really paying attention. I literally just saw the main event when I got home.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to watch at work, but I was working. So
Brunson, I thought Brunson was going to finish him within the first minute. It took him down and was
kind of what he does.
Ragdolling,
right?
Yeah, ragdolling him, and I think you could see that once he couldn't finish him right away, he struggled a little bit. I mean, I scored it for Brunson, but I thought some people online were saying they thought it was for I don't know how to say his last name. Theodora, whatever.
I don't know what his name is here.
I don't know. I thought Brunson won. I didn't think it was a bad decision. Did you watch Cub or Cub?
I did because I bet on Cub.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
I wouldn't have taken that. What was the numbers?
I don't remember
plus
what
130?
He was a plus.
Wasn't it plus 130?
Plus one. I think I got him plus 140 or 145 or something. It wasn't a bad He's an experienced guy. I didn't know enough people on this card, so
now,
I bet him.
Did you actually watch
Cowboy at a +1, which I was like, yeah,
dude, really?
Yeah. So I bet Cowboy.
I would have thought that fight would be straight up even money.
It was until the last minute. And then it moved, and then I bet one other bet. I don't remember who I bet on, but they lost. And then I also bet, which was a dumb bet. I just bet it because Danny Jacobs is a beast. And I know he's not going to win a decision over Canelo, even if he freaking beat him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't see the fight. I don't know who. I know Canelo won a decision, which could mean he lost and still won a decision. That's just how
I haven't watched it.
That's how boxing is.
Yeah, I wasn't. But what else? So when I thought beforehand, I thought Cub had a decent shot. I thought it was gonna be a fun.
I thought he just couldn't hurt him.
Yeah, and
he landed some good shots. He just could not hurt him, and he should have used the grappling more.
Yeah, I agree. But Burgos
he's tough.
Dude, that dude is. How does that dude make fucking 45?
Yeah, he's big, dude. That's what I was looking at. Holy shit.
I mean,
I was big.
Because I was I knew he was a little bit taller than Cub, but Cub's a pretty decent size 45er in my opinion.
Yeah,
he's 5'8", but he's relatively jacked. He's long. He's got long arms.
He was outside.
Big
time.
And Burgos looked bigger than him. He was taller. He looked more muscular. He just bigger traps.
Just bigger.
Bigger legs. I was like, how the hell does that dude make 45?
Young buck making 45.
Dude, I mean, that dude at 45 is. Now, I think the biggest. How close did you watch it? You said you.
I watched that fight pretty close.
Did you think it was 30-27?
No, I think that
Burgos?
judge was fucking Ray Charles or some shit.
So what did you score it?
I might have had Cub win in one round, maybe.
That's right. But I mean, you would have seen 30-27 for Burgos.
I could see that going.
Okay,
that's
just. I wasn't watching it 100% super closely. I was watching.
Somebody had it the other way.
Yeah, I was split. That blew. I don't understand that.
They're blind.
And that's the part. So that's the part I think we need to focus on to fix judging, is stuff like that. Here's a fight where the right guy won, so most people just ignore that the judge was off, right? People, oh man, the right guy won. Okay, big deal. When you have something so different than the other two judges, That should be immediately somebody should be looking into that, and you should be getting like some sort of grade on that. Like
in Canada, man, too, they have a lot of fights there, so judges should be experienced.
Well, doesn't UFC bring their own judges most of the time too?
I don't know.
I thought they did.
I think they usually do bring their, but they get some local people. But you know what's messed up about Canada? They don't do grappling tournaments. It's not allowed.
Really?
Nope.
What? Why?
I don't know. You can punch each other in the head all you want, but for sure don't do a grappling tournament. Truth.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is it.
I was like, that's stupid. We also had Firas Zahabi's brother fighting on this card.
Yeah, he lost, right?
Did he lose a decision?
Yeah, I think so.
That was a pretty close fight, though. That could have gone either way.
Yeah.
He just doesn't look like he has enough ass behind his punches.
No, I'm trying to see some more about this Burgos guy because he looks pretty legit.
He's your new man crush, huh?
Well, I thought his uppercuts were probably what set him apart from that fight. What do you think? Like I think that's what basically sealed him.
Yeah, he kind of like Cub did a lot of ducking coming in. So
and a lot of guys
kind of have to when you're short as shit.
Yeah, a lot of those guys. So he's a taller guy, and he really used his upper. I'm trying to see who he lost to. I don't. Oh, Calvin Kattar. Okay. But so I'm interested to see him coming up. He should be pretty solid.
Anything else on there that tickles your fancy? I can't remember anybody else on the card, honestly.
Let's see.
I watched a little of the women's fight. It seemed like the
Walt Harris knocked the dude out.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Oh, I see. I see what happened now. What was that? What was the prelims?
There's a lot of guys I didn't know, so I was like, I didn't mind missing some of the card.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, then nothing. I mean, there was.
I mean, I'll watch it if I'm at home for sure.
Yeah, I watched most of the main card, so like I said, I thought it was an entertaining card. I signed up for a free trial for ESPN Plus. It's only $5 a month. I'll probably keep it actually.
It's better than freaking Fight Pass at this point.
I think I'm gonna get rid of Fight Pass.
The only reason why I have Fight Pass is because of the
EBI. That's the only thing.
That's the only reason why I have it going on.
So
other than that, I should honestly just cancel it and pay the pay-per-view.
That's I'm thinking now where I might get rid of Fight Pass. But so you guys, anybody's like ESPN Plus, pretty easy to set up on your phone.
Yeah.
So if you're struggling with that,
$5 a month compared to $10, it's worth it because they're putting more stuff on there. Eventually, Fight Pass is going to.
So that's what's cool.
There's not going to be a Fight Pass.
So in August we got Stipe and Cormier rematching. Yeah. And from what I heard, I think the main reason that's happening is because Brock refused to
take steroid tests.
No, I think actually I think he was tested recently. I think it came down to money because with the new ESPN Plus model.
Oh, because he would get paid.
He wanted a flat rate because the pay-per-view model is changing.
Okay.
And then they said no, and so it sucks.
Smart move by Brock though. He's going to make money regardless.
Yeah.
Why does he need to get in a cage?
No, and that you know that Brock's always been about money. He's
actually not as dumb as he looks.
Yeah, he's totally said I'm getting paid. If I'm and he wants his money.
Hey, give him props. He stepped up on
No.
He's a guy that fought very few times and fought for a championship.
He fought tough dudes.
Yep.
I mean, he came back after fighting over him.
Yeah.
Like you would think for everybody who talks all that shit on Brock.
I think what made me I was never a fan of Brock until he fought. Who was the other big dude that kind of steamrolled him a little bit? Then he came back and choked him. What was the guy's name? He was out of Denver. You know what I'm talking about? He was bigger. He had bigger hands than Brock.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about Shane
Carwin. Yeah.
Yeah,
Shane Carwin.
That fight kind of okay, he's a real fighter.
Yeah, he's no different than any other high level wrestler who.
No. But he jumped right to the top because of his name.
Yeah, which is what I mean. I think I was watching one of the undercards. I can't remember which one I was watching it. I could tell both these guys are just too buff to strike fluently. I was watching these guys and I'm like these guys are probably
guys are so jacked they can't even hold their arms up for very long.
Because once you and it works.
You wouldn't know about that, but you know.
I've never had that problem. Believe it or not, guys, I'm completely natural.
Yeah, there's no supplements in there at all.
I've never been accused of steroid use one time in my life.
Yeah. He's on cake and donuts, guys. Look out.
So that's my new thing, though. I'm just going to get super fat and still tap people out. So then they hate their life.
They're embarrassed.
Like, they're so upset with their life that they might quit jiu-jitsu because I tapped them out.
I don't blame them.
Like, I was rolling with this guy on Friday. Let's just call him Mad Mukovics, just to keep his name safe. I wouldn't want to throw him under the bus.
Yeah.
But I heel hooked him, and I think it was really upsetting to him.
Yeah.
And
that
then
guy come back and
then some other guy had to
tap you out
open
with a
their
leg
fucking
lock.
mouth and say something, which means somebody saw it. So, like, usually if you can catch Brad and you don't talk shit right away, because then he'll come.
then I'll fuck you
He'll
up.
come at you pretty hard.
Yeah.
And I'm too fat and old for that. So then, stupid Citizen Shane was like, "Oh, Brad, Cody just healed you, blah blah blah." And I was like,
Hey,
"Fucking."
Even I get caught sometimes, but it was just. Hey, I've been looking for leg locks over and over again. It's just happened to be right there.
I've been working on a couple of things.
You didn't want to tap either.
Oh no.
I don't know why. I was like, I had it good.
Yeah, I was kidding.
I thought I was gonna slip the heel and get it out, but I couldn't.
So yeah, that's my new thing.
Once in a while, I get caught.
I'm glad that Brock wanted too much money for the UFC, because now I think we get
I think Stipe pieces him up, dude. He stays away, he pieces him up. He doesn't get in those clinch situations. It's going to cost Cormier too much energy to get close because he's so fat and out of shape.
Yeah, and it's been
he's a grinder.
And
he's mentally tough, but is he going to be able to do that?
Cormier's getting older. He's also been off for a minute.
Dude, people forget the first 2 minutes. I thought he was going to retire Cormier.
Yeah,
I thought he was just going to.
I agree 100%.
Send him out to the pasture. He's old and just
feel
like shit.
There are people who are upset about they think that Stipe doesn't deserve the rematch, maybe because he's not a big, huge name or whatever. But Stipe cleaned out the heavyweight division prior to losing that fight at Cormier. He fought everybody.
Yeah.
My only argument, I guess, against Stipe getting the rematch would be JDS has fought more recently, and I believe JDS and Stipe are one-on-one against each other, right?
But
so that'd be my only argument.
Didn't JDS win like a real close decision? Wasn't that how he won?
No, I like personally, I don't agree that Stipe doesn't. But if somebody was going to argue, I think the only other argument would be JDS.
Yeah.
And just because he's been more active, but so this should be. I'm excited. That's in August. Yeah. So that's good. I'm pumped up. And speaking of Stipe, that's going to transition us right into Fight to Win, where Stipe was just at Fight to Win. So he might not have been fighting lately, guys, but Stipe did something super, super cool. He went outside of his comfort zone.
Yeah.
He's definitely not a gi dude. Competed in the gi at Fight to Win. I believe he didn't make any money, right? I believe he donated
all his purse.
All of his money.
Like some firefighter thing or something.
Yeah, all of his money went to fallen firefighters. I want to. It's on Flow. Look it up. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but look up that organization. Take some time out of your day, if you can, to look that up. And if you don't mind donating to that organization, that's pretty cool that Stipe took the time in there.
And he went against a cop who I'm sure, he didn't want to lose to a cop, that's for sure.
No, and like
firefighter versus cop, it was pretty cool.
It was in a gi. I wonder if I don't know how often Stipe wears a gi.
It doesn't make sense for him too, but I don't think he thought. Now he lost a decision. I don't think he thought the gi chokes dude was going forward. Warranted as points scoring. I didn't watch it that close, but they didn't look like they were like even near like chokes.
I thought. I watched it and I thought Stipe lost. That's just what I thought watching it.
Basically the action I saw was him getting a pass.
Did he actually pass all the way though?
No, he did pass all the way.
Okay. I thought there was a decent armbar attempt. I thought the other guy had, and basically I thought from my watching that's I was just from my point of view I was kind of far away. I thought Stipe.
Oh, he had an armbar attempt?
Yeah.
See, I can't remember that. I just remember him going for a lot of gi chokes. They were kind of like haphazard.
Yeah, he did that
real,
thing where you pull, where you open up the gi and you bring the lapel all the way around their back and stuff like that.
Yep.
And Stipe you could tell Stipe did not know how to regain his posture from those positions.
Yeah, he was just.
And that was what was
doing what Stipe does. You know,
Yeah.
He's more obviously a no-gi guy.
So
His forte is punching people in the face.
Yeah, I don't take it as a knock against Stipe because I thought he looked pretty solid against a definitely. You know that dude trains. You know.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that dude trains nonstop. I'm
Gi
sure he
guy.
trained really hard for this. And Stipe's like, hey,
Yeah.
it's not a title fight. He's not worried about.
I mean, that was that guy's Super Bowl, and he went ham, and I thought Stipe looked really, really good. Like I said, I thought there was one point where Stipe was going to get his arm hurt a little bit, maybe,
really?
And I would have to rewatch it to see it. Maybe it was not as close as I thought it was. But I thought that's kind of what sealed the deal. Didn't he have a sweep too? I thought the other guy had a sweep.
I don't remember.
Oh, Tony Real wants us to mention how tough he is. Did he tap you out today?
No. I want to say that me and Tony are like, I hope he listens to this. We're 4-1 for the last week.
Oh, shots fired. Tony Real, shots fired. Brad said 4-1.
Hey,
the last time I came in,
before that he was murdering
me. He made it a point to tell me how
bad he was
beat
murdering
the shit out of you.
Yeah, he was murdering me for a while.
It was right after he's like, you told me about your getting hurt.
Yeah.
And he's like, did Brad tell you how many times I tapped him before I hurt his ear? And I was like, no, he did not mention that at all, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I thought Fight to Win was very entertaining. I was very
that's the whole point of that event is supposed to be entertaining. It's a big rock show. It's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. It's not meant to be like ADCC trials or some shit.
Yeah.
You know, which, hey, you know what? I'm really happy though. He is doing the production for ADCC trials. Sweet. Look, he said it on. I think he said it on his Instagram or his Facebook page. It looks like a damn. Now, when you watch it, it looks like it's a local tournament. What are we doing, dude? We have some of the best guys in the world going, and it looked like a damn local tournament. So I'm pretty sure he's going to bring production value to that. That's going to look really cool.
So we'll start with the top. Michael Lira Jr. and Jamie Canuto split decision for Michael Lira Jr.
Wait, what's the one guy's name? Canuto?
Yeah.
Is he any relation to Renato Canuto?
Aren't they? Don't they train together or something? I thought it was very close.
It'd be pretty sweet if they're
was their fight of the night. I thought it was really close. I gave it to Lira too, but I thought it was super, super close. I don't remember Max Jimenez defeat. I think I was a little annoyed about something else after that happened. But our buddy Brad here lost a decision. So, want to talk about that?
Let's talk about the training first. I want to thank Leverage. Not Leverage. I'm sorry.
Next Level.
Next Level. I went out there. Mr. Jiu-Jitsu put me through a Shark Tank. He tried to kill me. That was fun. And then me and Jimmy went out to the Monarch.
I was going to say, yeah.
And those guys were awesome. You know, we basically just went out there. We rolled the whole time. They had a bunch of guys. They had a bunch of guys on Fight to Win too. So, thanks to those guys. Obviously, Practical Defense, Gracie Orwell. I came in there with a strategy of, I thought me and Jad rolled a couple times, and we had like some pretty high-paced, good matches. And I thought it was going to be like that. It just he didn't like it like that apparently.
No, and we like John.
In our rolls, no one tapped anybody, dude. It was just
nonstop action.
Yeah, just fun. I thought we were gonna have a fun match. Like I said, it's a show. I would have rather had that and lost.
I think I could tell you were a little frustrated about kind of the lack of action.
Yeah.
John had a strategy, and I thought he implemented his strategy very, very well.
Strategy. I was not ready for that at all. I would call it, like, what do you call it when you play the corners in wrestling?
Oh, playing like the edge of the mat?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just.
I don't know if there's a name for it or whatever, but that's pretty much kind of how he played it, and I just never even thought that would happen.
Yeah, and I'm biased too, so I personally thought you did a little bit more work to get the decision, but I'm a biased dude. So I'm not going to lie and say, oh, man, I mean, Brad's my buddy, so in my opinion, you initiated all the exchanges. I thought you won most of the exchanges.
It just like for the guillotine. He didn't go for the guillotine. He was more for going for the arm than anything.
Right. I thought
I blocked his hip so he couldn't go for the arm.
But then, like, at the same time, as a biased dude who thinks you did more work, I could see where
you
somebody.
You could see how it could go the other way.
Yeah. So I'm not saying that Brad got robbed. I'm just saying, in my opinion, I thought Brad's jiu-jitsu looked a little bit better. But I could totally see how a judge or anybody else watching could score it for
Man,
down.
I just want to see, like, I know it's a show, and like I would love to see stalling calls in fight to win.
I thought you were attacking from the top when because he pulled guard, right? He jumped on the guillotine.
What he would do is pull butterfly guard.
Yeah.
And then when he had a chance, he would get full guard.
Yeah.
And I think he was trying to lock up an arm lock or something. I don't know, but my posture is pretty good. And as soon as I broke his guard, he would stand up.
Yeah, so which I don't like that. That's
we
where
repeated that like a couple times. So then eventually I just sat guard.
Then you sat down, and then you initiated. And I thought, and then towards the end, I thought you attacked on a leg. You rolled through.
The way it looked like he was taking my back, but really I was just attacking a Kimura. It's kind of something I do a lot in training. But it was probably a mental mistake. I shouldn't have did that.
And that's what I think I told you afterwards. I said I'm not like saying that you made the wrong choice because I know how good you are from.
Yeah.
So
I
Brad,
thought I might be able to tap him with it, but he had his hands locking away. I couldn't break him.
And there just wasn't enough time.
Yeah.
So if you guys watch Brad's match, it looks like he's giving up he looks like John's taking his back, and I'm telling you right now, I've rolled with Brad a million times. He's baiting his back, going for the Kimura.
Yeah. And it's not the smartest move with judges. I didn't think about
it. But he's so good there.
Just trying to finish.
I've seen him just murder high-level dudes from there. And so I, watching, know that.
Yeah.
But a judge might see that as John initiating the back take, and then you jump into Kimura.
I could totally see that.
Which is, so I'm not saying that it was a bad decision. I just personally thought your jiu-jitsu looked a little bit better. And
I was trying to make it, like last time I did too much wrestling. You know what I'm saying? And this time I was trying to get it, like, more action. Like, even if I would have lost it with more action, I don't care. I'd rather have, like, the match of the night or something like that,
I mean, it was... So maybe we'll get to run that back under a different rule set.
I would love to run that back.
So... we got Pablo. I don't know how Pablo got the decision there.
I talked to Pablo. He said the same thing. He said he thought he did more the match they had before that, and I think it was the same situation. He was holding on to that leg, and it made it look like he was being there was really no submission there.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And plus, it was in a gi, right?
Yeah,
which is
Pablo basically said that. It's like it's hard to know what they're looking at. You know what I'm saying? Seth tells you to go for submissions, and I guess he kind of went for a submission. He knows. He said the same thing. He thought he won the last one because his submission attempts in the last one were a little bit more solid.
Yeah, and I could see that. That's the thing. Like I watched Pablo's match, and I'm like, first of all, I think the other guy looked pretty solid. I thought Pablo was a little bit out of gas.
Good, man.
And I thought
that was a fun match, though.
If it would have been no-gi, I would have totally agreed that maybe Pablo had a way more attacks. But when you're in the gi and you can't reap, I didn't think any of those attacks were really solid to begin with. Yeah. Right? And that's,
he said the same thing, so I think that's just the way those two guys match up like that, That's just how they match up. Who else was on there?
First of all, let's see. Darren Branch won a split decision. I thought him and Scala looked pretty good. It could have went either way. So,
yeah.
I thought it was.
He's been having a fun time with leverage, right? He lost the King of the Mat, and he's beat both their black belts.
Yeah,
or two of their black belts.
I think the leverage guys are gonna say, man, Scala's rubber guard was really.
They've all been working that rubber guard.
Yeah, so I don't know. I could see a lot of guys arguing that Scala won that with control and stuff.
I think they count those slams as like submission attempt kind of things.
Really? Oh. Yeah. I'm not against.
I was kind of running a pound off in the rules meeting. I messed up my scales. My scales about a pound off. It was 2 pounds off because I was a pound under at my house. So, who else we got there?
Let's see. What'd you say?
Who else do we have on that?
I think Robert Molof defeated Tom Kozlowski.
Oh, yeah. I heard that was a good match.
It was pretty fun.
I think Tom said it was a good match. He had fun, Tom, he was in a gi. Obviously, Tom's a monster in a gi, dude. Monster.
Oh, did you see Rob Heilman get choked out?
Yeah, he actually tapped, dude.
Oh, did he tap? Okay.
He tapped, and then I don't think the ref saw it.
Oh.
And he tapped on a way out. He was probably starting to go out, and the guy didn't feel it or something.
And then Armazani, friend of we know Lou.
Yeah.
He looked pretty tough, man.
Dude, he is tough.
So, that was.
Who did he beat?
Euler.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
So that was.
I've rolled with him before. It was a long time ago.
And this.
He jiu-jitsu the shit out of me. I couldn't do shit. He was like worm guarding me and.
Did you happen to see this Chris Kreibel guy?
Who?
Chris Kreibel. He's like
so.
What's the name? I'm trying to remember. Is it True Art?
I don't know.
He looked great, man. I think he coaches wrestling for Green. I've seen him a bunch. I didn't know he's a jiu-jitsu guy. And these guys, that's where Roller does his jiu-jitsu at, is True Art.
Okay.
And dude, looked fucking awesome.
Looked like a monster, huh?
He looked great. He might not have got the tap, but he was constantly attacking, nonstop action. It was super awesome. Super awesome. Good. I mean, he looked great. So that was really, really good. Brown belts. Emil won.
Yeah, Emil did.
Emil did what Emil does, man.
Yeah, Emil's gonna Emil. So what are you gonna do? He said that dude was tough though. He said that guy was heavy on top.
Yeah.
Said he had a hard time moving him.
Wyatt Rodson, I thought looked really good.
What did he do? He like an underhook to the back.
Yeah,
sunk in a rear naked choke.
He did that's how I was telling him at fight. I said, whatever because he was like, I think I could have done better. I was like, dude, you had attacks from like every single type of every single type of attack, every single position looked freaking good, man. That's good shit.
Yeah. I talked to him before. He's like a non-game planner. He just goes in there and just does what he does, which is that's one way of doing it.
Ben Cena defeated Troy Everett. I remember that was a pretty nice choke from the back. The purple belts, obviously Stipe lost the decision.
Yeah.
Michael Haskett, did you see that armbar on James Stafford?
I did.
I like James Stafford and Michael. I like Michael Haskett.
Leverage had a tough day except for that one, I think.
But that was impressive.
It was pretty sick.
I mean, it was a
yeah.
As an armbar guy, I was really happy watching.
As an armbar guy.
Our buddy,
many of you left.
Our buddy Andre lost. He lost.
It's like his second big match at Purple Belt.
Yeah,
so
I mean, I thought
Andre's cool as shit. I like Andre.
Playzak looked good.
I heard Playzak looked good. He was on the Flow highlights. I didn't.
Yeah, he looked pretty good.
I didn't see the whole.
Looked really, really good. Cody Stevens looked good.
Our boy, man.
I like Cody.
Yeah.
Guys, we're gonna try and get Cody on a podcast pretty soon.
Yeah, I might actually replace Cody with.
We might replace Cody with Cody for a day. It'll be fun. Did you watch Ryan Arreola?
I didn't see. No,
dude.
I think
and Jeff Butkovich is pretty tough, man.
Oh yeah.
And Ryan looked.
I like his last name. I bet you we're related somehow.
He told me Butkovich told me he hates you.
Oh, I understand that.
But no, Ryan looked impressive.
He's a monster, man.
Davey Cabral beat Jacob Prost. Davey Cabral's a stud.
Dude, he beat him by decision, so props to Jacob. Props.
Yeah, I told Jacob, I said, dude, that dude's a stud, and you had your moments there. Maybe more time, maybe different. Maybe it was relative. It wasn't like he didn't get blown out of the water.
Okay, I didn't see the match, but that's good.
I thought Jacob held his own.
So
looked
it's one
solid.
of his better looking matches. He would get some monster like that.
Yeah. So
I guys from GF Team, I'm sure.
Yeah, GF Team Toledo took second in the world.
Oh, well, shit.
Yeah, and Jacob had some moments there. I'm like, dude, that's nothing to be upset about that,
Good job.
Justin Michael defeats Paul Cayo.
Yeah, I roll with Justin. I've rolled with Paul, too. I like both of them. Justin is freaking strong.
Yeah.
Dude, his guard passing is really good, too. It's like, what the freak, man?
And we just saw Cayo look pretty solid at King of the Mat, making a lot of growth. So that's props to both those guys, man. Those guys are out there all the time competing.
Yep.
That's sweet. Josh Roller defeats Sean Foster. So we know Sean Foster, and I know Josh Roller a bit.
Yeah.
Josh Roller is a freak. Like, straight up, stud. Because we know Sean's pretty tough.
Yeah, Sean's an athletic little dude, man.
But
he's not even that little. He's big for that weight class.
I thought, like I said, I thought it was gonna be fun. I thought I was really entertained watching it. I definitely give a decision to Josh, but it was good, man. And Josh is nuts. I like talking to Josh. He's a fun dude. He fights. He's pro. I remember I have a story about Josh when I was one of my cards. I think it was one of my first fights. I might have lost. I think it might have been maybe it was the day I lost a decision, and it was down in Chaparralli's. But anyhow, Roller pieced this guy up in like 20 seconds.
So he's good on the feet too.
Yeah, I think he's supposed to wrestle at Penn State or whatever.
Wait a minute, I know the guy. He has a crazy mustache.
Yeah.
Like if you basically touch him with a collar tie, he'll take you down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I know the guy.
So
I rolled with him before.
Yeah.
When he was training out of
was
Rock, Hard Rock?
Yeah, Hard Rock MMA. Hard Rock MMA.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think he was up. Was he at Evolve? I don't know where. And now, anyhow, he's over there. He's doing his jiu-jitsu at True Art Place. And I think he placed at IBJF New York or something at his purple belt. Well, that was gi.
Oh wow.
I mean, so he's
pretty good in the gi too. Then.
Yeah, he's a tough dude.
And then his jiu-jitsu's improved a lot.
Yeah, I thought
I rolled him way a long time ago. I couldn't stop him from taking me down. Let's.
And like, so I saw him piece this dude up in like 20 seconds, get a TKO.
Yeah.
And then he in the back hallway, he just started doing sprints. I was like, this dude's crazy.
Monster.
And then he's a good dude. So.
What else we got?
What else happened?
There's a lot. 40 matches. I don't know if we'll go through all 40 of them, but.
There's some blue belt ones.
Hudak won, right?
Yeah, Hudak won.
Beat Dennis Tough.
Yeah, that's true. I'm surprised both those guys are blue belts still, to be honest.
Yeah, me too.
Chris Lozano, isn't he pro? I'm surprised he's a blue belt still.
Yeah, he's been a pro for a minute.
Long time. Right? Didn't him and Jason fight many years ago?
Yeah.
I don't see how. That's crazy. Not to say. I mean,
does it say blue belt or does it say purple?
It says blue belt results.
Okay.
Sean Rawle, he's a pro. He's got a fight with Nikolai coming up. He lost by heel hook.
The kid that
Josh Lorton.
Yeah, I've rolled with him a couple times. Pretty good.
He's tough.
Locks.
Yeah,
he came out and rolled with us at Practical Defense. Good kid. He's gonna be in King of the Mat too.
Oh really?
I think I don't remember who he's facing, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna be in King of the Mat, the quintet version.
Sweet. That's actually really sweet. Then we had some kids. I think we need to do a little bit better job of getting some fairer matchups for these kids.
Yeah,
some of these are just
Pablo's sons of monsters, so we can't just put them up there.
Like, come on, man.
We need a full-grown man.
Not to be a jerk, not to be disrespectful to because we know the little kid that Pablo went against, because Scott Teller was just on King of the Mat, but Pito is
so they're good. It's just he's just on another level athletically. Isn't he like one of the better wrestlers in the state at that?
Yeah, he played. He's a freshman. He placed, I think he was second or fourth as an 8th grader in the entire state. And,
Damn.
And I think he was a match or two away from going to state this year as a freshman at 106.
He's a chip off the old block, basically.
Dude, and he wrestles at Brecksville. I mean, I know where he's like at physically. I'm like,
he's just,
dude, like, come on. And plus, he's doing like, it's not like he doesn't know. Like, he trains
jiu-jitsu, of course.
Yeah. So add that in. We got to. But who do you put him against? I thought maybe the kids were fun. My little buddy Travis, he wrestles for me. He lost to Carter, which we saw Carter at King of the Mat, and had a great match against Scott. So that's cool that these little guys are getting their working. So.
No, it is. Fight to win's so fun.
Yeah,
dude, I'm like one of the last guys there all the time. I just talk to everybody.
Yeah, me too.
I just bullshit with David because I know so many people. Almost everybody in the jiu-jitsu community is cool.
It's a smaller community.
It's hard to find somebody that's an asshole. You know.
Well, I'm right here.
Yeah, well, of course.
No, it was great. I thought, like I said, the things I didn't like had nothing to do with the jiu-jitsu. Maybe we could tweak the rules a bit. Maybe make the rules a bit more clear, like to people watching too. Like,
yeah, like I said, I think it's more of a show than anything else.
I do not like the price hike up to 45.
Yeah, it's expensive. You know what, dude? I will take a less from the ticket percentages, but he does pay his guys 20%.
Yeah,
like right off the rip. So, which is cool. So I get paid 20%. If I have 3 wins, I get 30%.
Oh, that's cool.
So the more wins you have, the more you get paid. So he is paying guys, which is awesome. And then if they meet the ticket sales, which they usually do, they just double what your win pay is too.
Oh, okay.
So.
But like my opinion is.
But it is expensive for Ohio. That's
Dude,
a lot of money.
dude.
Maybe not for California or something like that.
But for Ohio.
Ohio's tough, right?
And what it does to me is it prices out anybody who's on the fence about coming.
It prices out guys that are non-jiu-jitsu guys for sure.
Like how am I gonna sell jiu-jitsu to some dude who's never seen it?
Yeah.
For $45.
That's true. That's no.
And then $10 to park. Can you at least tell people they got to pay to park?
That wasn't him though.
Oh, really?
I think that was the actual sports complex.
Oh, at least some people a lot of people are like, I can't believe you had to pay to park. I was like, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But
I think that was sports complex, man.
So, which is crazy. So, but it was overall, I was super happy with the event. I thought it was great. I thought everything went well.
Yeah.
I was bummed Brad lost.
A couple guys from boys from Leverage won, and we already talked about both guys from Monarch won too.
Yeah. So I mean,
just give them props out there. The beast.
So it's
that was a fun event though.
Coming up, we got a bunch of stuff coming up lately. We got more UFC stuff coming up.
Yeah, we got ADCC coming up. We'll have
That's
to go over the brackets at some point.
King of the Mat Quintet's coming up.
That's gonna be awesome.
I said I saw the card for the Stout, the release card for the Stout fighting.
Yeah.
I was super impressed with that card. I think it's gonna be super fun. So
that's points, right?
I gotta look.
Sure, that's points.
I think it is points, but
they had some good matches on there.
Yeah, so we'll go into that when it gets closer to June.
Yeah.
Anything else we want to talk about, Brad?
Huh?
Anything else we want to talk about?
Not that I can think of, really.
I do hate your face still.
Other than I gotta tap you out some more.
That guys, you guys, you should probably comment or something what you think. But as good as Brad is, and if he loses to me even once a month, he should probably rethink some of his life. I think.
If we add up the taps, it doesn't equal out to be once a month.
What?
If we add up all the times you've tapped me to all the time,
okay,
from all the times we train, it does not equal out once a month.
Maybe once a year. If I tap you, like if you're,
I understand.
I don't think you should ever lose to me, right?
I shouldn't, but I've been experimenting lately.
Like I'm not good.
I'm just trying to get better.
You're losing to somebody.
That's all.
Have you seen what I look like?
Better.
Have you seen me?
Sad.
You lost to somebody who
shit. Make me sick with your fat.
We got a bunch of plans coming up for guys. Like I said, we got one. Brad said if I don't remind you guys to like and subscribe the YouTube page, he's gonna kill me. And we have shirts and rash guards coming out that we're gonna put an order up for. We have if you guys are interested in
if you checked out Fight to Win, you saw.
Yeah, Brad was wearing the Open Mat podcast. That's brought to you by Reshot Wrestling. So my buddies over at Reshot hooked me up.
Dude, it's a nice rash guard.
And I was super happy with the shirts.
I promise you won't make you look as fat as him.
You will look way better than I look. So if you guys are, I know we're over the summer. We're gonna try and get we're gonna try and do some traveling Open Mat podcasts. I know we want to go over to. We want to go to Cody Stevens' gym. I think I talked to.
Over there before that though, because you take too long. I might just replace you for the day.
That'd be cool. I'll be okay with that. And then, Lou Amrazani, I talked to about. I know I want to go over there. I want to go to Mat Factory a little bit. If any of you guys are listening, and you want us to come out and do a podcast. I mean,
hit us up.
Hit us up.
Go out there.
We talked to John Lawrence.
We're advertise your gym. Do those kind of things. We can talk about your programs and stuff.
So, it's something we're interested in. We love to travel and get beat up by people. That's kind of what we like. So.
It's a way to get better.
That's all I got. Brad's. If you guys don't know Brad, all he says is don't just talk about it.
Be about it.
Be about it. So he does. That's all he does. So, all right. So this is Cody Sloth Lewis, Brad No Hips Bukovics, and in another episode of the Open Mat Podcast.
Peace.